Hi, I'm Hudson, and this is my project about load management in the NBA and how it affects injury rates. Here's a quick overview of the NBA. In the NBA, there are four quarters with 12 minutes in each quarter. If the game is tied at the end, there is an additional 5 minutes of overtime. There are a total of 82 games throughout the regular season. NBA teams face lots of injuries throughout the season. There are an average of 15.6 injuries for every 1,000 games played. 65.54% of those injuries are musculoskeletal injuries, while 15% of them are severe. Load management is crucial to prevent injury to rest players' bodies so they are ready for future games and the playoffs. The purpose of this project was to explore the relationship between load management and injury prevention in NBA players. NBA players collect a lot of strain on their body. They can run 4.8 to 8.1 kilometers every game for 82 games, which is a lot. Most injuries players sustain are knee and ankle injuries. As you can see from Figure 2, there's a dip during February, which is when the All-Star break is, but quickly players start getting injured again. The knee and ankle area are very common for injury. Musculoskeletal injuries are the most common type of injury, and that is the type of injury that load management helps. Higher game load increases injury and fatigue in NBA players. Also, when a player gets farther into their career, they get more injury prone. The difference between young and older players is that players who are over 30 are much slower and cover less distance than younger players. Players who are over 26 are more durable and play more minutes than younger players. Older players might be more durable but still have a decline in performance. As seen in Table 1, guards that are 19 to 22 travel a total of 3,025 meters a game on average, while guards 30 to 34 travel an average of 2,901 meters a game. Also, guards who are 19 to 22 only play an average of 19.6 minutes per game, while guards who are 30 to 34 play an average of 21.7 minutes per game. It isn't just years of NBA experience, it's how games are scheduled as well. When players play 3 to 4 games in 5 days, they were 3.3 times more likely to get injured than those who only played 1 to 2 games in 5 days. Also, injury rate increases 1.5 times in away games. The increase in injury rate on away games could be because the travel could deteriorate some players' bodies by not getting enough sleep. The less games a player plays, the less likely the player is to get injured. Load management will help lower the risk of injury, giving the players less games to play and more rest time. Most injuries come from games and not as many during practice, since games are much higher intensity with much less hard movement on players' bodies. When teams had 12 players, the team faced many more injuries than when the teams have 15 players now. This is because the workload is spread out more between each of the players, so each player doesn't have to work as hard. Before 2006, which is when the team expansion happened, there were about 250 player games missed per season, and after the team expansion in 2006, there were only about 150 player games missed. There's a directly proportional but non-significant relationship between injuries and rating of perceived exertion, aka RPE. RPE basically means how hard the player thinks they are working and not based off of any stat. So when a player's RPE value is high, the player should be rested. Re-injury is more common right after coming off of an injury. It is most common 6 to 12 months after the initial injury, and the risk doesn't go away until 5 years after getting injured. 7 hours or less sleep a night increases injury rate by 1.7 times. On the other hand, getting more than 8 hours of sleep a night reduces injury rate by 61%. A decline in sleep is associated to 2 to 3 times more increased risk of developing pain. Frequent air travel in the NBA causes a disturbance in sleep length and quality. The condensed game schedule means that there is frequent sleep loss. A player is 2.94 times more likely to get sick when they have had less than 7 hours of sleep than more than 8 hours of sleep. During the playoffs, a player's rating of perceived exertion, aka RPE, is higher. This could be due to athletes being burnt out from the regular season. There's no correlation between rest in the regular season and playoff performance, but this could be because of players' motivation to succeed in the playoffs and just treating a regular season game like a normal day. After an ACL tear, 22% of players never even returned to play an NBA game again. Of the players who did return, 85% of them saw a decrease in play, 44% saw at least a -1 ranking on player efficiency rating, and 19% saw a decrease on player efficiency rating between -0.01 and -0.99. Player efficiency rating is how valuable a player is on the court based on a lot of different metrics, which can be shown in the picture on the right. The three main components of player efficiency rating are creating possessions, scoring points, and losing possessions. There's a significant decrease in offensive production before and after an Achilles tear. There is, however, not a significant decrease in the longevity of a player's career from an Achilles tear. There is no impact on defensive production, which could be because the Achilles is used more in offensive movements than defensive movements. Load management costs the NBA an estimated $15 to $20 million per season. Star players missing games due to load management reduces TV audiences by 6.5 million household viewings per regular season. And these are my sources. Thank you.